Mom.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I've come to bring you home.
Welcome back, Warner fam. Today, we're diving into the 2025 horror drama called The Woman in the Yard. Keep your eyes peeled and your heart steady. This one's a wild ride. So, the movie kicks off in a pretty eerie way. We meet Ramona, a woman who's staring at a video. It's a recording of her talking to her late husband, David. The screen flickers, and you can feel the weight of the past hanging in the air like fog. David talks about their home, how much he loves it and wants to give it a name. But you can tell there's something unsettling about his words. Like, something's off. And maybe the house has a dark secret it's hiding from them. This could be the beginning of a beautiful horror story, or a nightmare that just won't end. Ramona's life is far from normal. After a terrible car accident that took her husband David's life, she's left with a broken body and a heart full of grief. The car, wrecked and forgotten, still sits outside their house, like a silent reminder of that tragic day. The house is in the middle of nowhere, isolated and cold, and Ramona lives there with her two kids, Taylor and Annie. But it's not the kind of family vibe you'd hope for. Ramona keeps her distance from them, strict and distant, like she's trapped in her own world of pain. The power's out, so the kids are stuck, bored and restless, wandering around like shadows in the dark. It's the kind of place where time seems to stand still, and so do the broken pieces of Ramona's soul. Things take a really creepy turn when Ramona steps outside and sees a strange woman sitting alone in the front yard. The woman's eyes are cold, and she looks like she's been there for ages. Ramona, confused and a little scared, walks up to her and asks, "What are you doing here?" But the woman just stares at her for a moment before replying with a chilling question. "How did I get here?" Then everything changes. Her voice drops into something dark and dangerous. She knows Ramona's name. She even knows how Ramona got hurt in the accident that changed her life forever. "Today's the day," the woman says, her hands held out in front of her, showing blood-stained palms, as if she's been waiting for this moment all along. Something is seriously wrong, and it's only just beginning. Ramona's heart races as she quickly ushers her kids away from the strange woman. She knows something's wrong, and she doesn't want them getting any closer. But Taylor, being the curious teen he is, starts getting suspicious and argues with Ramona. He doesn't understand why she's so scared, and the tension builds until, in a snap, Ramona throws something at him in frustration. Annie, the younger one, is terrified. She sees the anger in her mother's eyes and runs off, hiding from her. The house feels colder now, like it's closing in on them. Ramona is losing control, and her kids are starting to see just how much she's struggling. This is only the beginning of their nightmare. Taylor's frustration boils over, and he storms outside, rifle in hand, determined to confront the strange woman. The woman slowly stands up, her eyes locked on him, and starts walking toward the house like she knows exactly what's coming. She speaks, her voice steady but cold, telling Taylor that Ramona hasn't told him and Annie the whole truth about that night, the night their father died. The air feels thick, like something's about to snap. Ramona, trying to keep control, calls for Annie to come back to her. But Taylor, no longer trusting his mother, tells Annie to come to him instead. He's done with the lies. With the rifle aimed in the air, Taylor demands the truth. "Tell me what really happened," he says, his voice filled with anger and hurt. The family is falling apart, and no one knows who to trust anymore. In a sudden flashback, we see Ramona and David sitting at a quiet dinner. The mood is tense, and Ramona's voice shakes with frustration as she talks about how trapped she feels. She feels like she's always giving to everyone else, but no one is there for her, and she can't focus on her own needs. David listens quietly, but their argument is only growing louder, the weight of their problems heavier with every word. Then, we're back in the present. Ramona tells her kids the painful truth. It was her fault. While she and David were arguing, she was driving the car, not paying attention to the road, and caused the accident that killed him. The silence that follows is deafening. Taylor and Annie stand there, their faces full of shock. The trust they had in their mother shatters, like glass falling to the floor. Everything she's said, everything she's done, it all feels like a lie now. Ramona's darkest secret is out, and the family is no longer the same. The woman suddenly becomes more than just a figure in the yard. Her shadow seems to come to life. It lashes out, sending furniture flying through the air, crashing and smashing into walls. Ramona screams for the kids to get upstairs, rushing them toward the attic like it's their only chance to survive. But even up there, in the dark, it feels like the woman is right behind them, like her very presence is suffocating the room. The house is consumed by darkness, the light fading as if the woman herself is swallowing it whole. Then she reveals her scarred face, twisted and terrifying, as she steps closer to the attic. Even though Taylor is hiding, Annie is all alone in the corner. The woman creeps toward her, her voice soft, almost sweet. "I would never hurt you," she says, her cold eyes locking with Annie's. I just want to take you home. The words hang in the air like poison, and Annie feels her heart race. She's trapped, and the woman's evil intentions are clearer than ever. The scene shifts suddenly, like the world is flipping upside down. Now it's Ramona who's standing in the yard, just like the woman did earlier. She looks lost, confused, and as if she doesn't even belong there. She asks herself the same chilling question the woman asked her before. How did I get here? The ground feels like it's slipping beneath her feet, and everything is starting to blur together. The scene cuts back to the attic, but this time, Ramona isn't hiding from the woman. She's the one trying to reach Annie. Her voice is soft, desperate, as she begs Annie to come with her. It's okay, sweetie. Everything's going to be fine. Ramona tries to reassure her, though the doubt in her own voice says otherwise. She's no longer in control. The house, the shadows, and the secrets, they're all closing in on her, and she's scared she's about to lose everything. Ramona finally faces the woman, her heart pounding with fear, but also with a sliver of determination. She makes one last desperate attempt to protect her children, offering a deal, anything to keep them safe. With shaking hands, Ramona sends Taylor and Annie away from the house, hoping they'll escape the nightmare. But it's not over yet. The woman steps forward, dark and menacing, and it looks like she's about to force Ramona into a horrible choice, to end it all with the rifle. Ramona lifts the gun, ready to pull the trigger, when suddenly, the woman speaks. I came because you were praying, she says, her voice almost kind now. You prayed for strength to take care of your kids. Ramona's eyes fill with tears. In that moment, something changes inside her. She remembers who she is and what she has to fight for. Her will to live returns, stronger than before. And just like that, the woman vanishes into the darkness, leaving Ramona standing alone but not defeated. She's finally found the strength to keep going. After what feels like forever, Taylor and Annie make their way back to the house. Their footsteps echo in the silence, and when they finally find Ramona, they rush into her arms. In that moment, all the fear, the darkness, and the pain fade away, and they hold each other tightly, as if nothing else matters. Suddenly, the lights flicker on, bright and steady, filling the house with warmth. It's like a new beginning, a sign that things can finally start to heal. The family, once broken and lost, now shares a moment of peace, celebrating the small victory. A sign on the wall catches their attention. David and Ramona had named the house Iris Haven, a place for new memories and fresh starts. It's a symbol of hope, a place where they can rebuild after everything they've been through. The very last shot of the movie is unsettling, like a strange piece of art that doesn't quite sit right. It's a painting, one that seems to show the woman's twisted face, staring back with dark, empty eyes. At the bottom, Ramona's name is written in reverse, like a secret hidden in plain sight. It's eerie, almost like a warning, as if the past will always follow them, no matter how hard they try to move on. What do you think the painting at the end really means? Do you think the woman is truly gone, or is she still haunting Ramona and her family? Let me know what you think in the comments. So if you liked this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more recaps. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Warner Movie Recaps.